Welcome to the bright side of aging. My name is Ike Engelbaum. I'm a pharmacist and the publisher of AmericanSeniorGazette.org. It has been wisely said, you cannot help getting older, but you can help getting old. It has also been said that age is a matter of the mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. My purpose in doing the show is so that seniors and caregivers can share their ideas and questions on how we can age gracefully and in a vertical position for as long as our good genes will allow. And if we've inherited bad genes, how to outwit them. Our topics include senior housing, financial, legal, safety, travel, health issues, interesting senior events in the community, and most of all, tips on how to put old on hold. For over 30 years, Cruise Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruise Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like the free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruise Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all. Just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity. Welcome. And as I mentioned before, one of the biggest issues, obviously, there's the issue of health, financial situation, is as you age that you want to live life as best you can and be honored as you are and be able to live in dignity. It is so vital. So many times people think they joke about making someone feel uncomfortable as they age. Oh, instead of walking now, you're crawling. That ain't,
funny. It may be seemingly funny when you're younger, but as you age, you want to age in dignity. And that's what our program is all about. It's Bright Side of Aging, where we try to bring out the positive aspects of aging. As we mentioned, we help you in the financial world as well as putting you in touch with so many wonderful resources that are available in our great state of Michigan. One of the things that unfortunately goes back to times immemorial is there are always needy people that somehow have been put on earth with sort of a really bad set of cards, so to speak. I heard it said years ago that life is like getting a deck of cards. Some really get some great cards, and unfortunately there have always been people that have been given some really bad cards. And as we all know, and it's almost on the news daily, there are a lot of homeless people that have been given a lot of bad cards. And we can go into the philosophical part of it, that unfortunately some people just can't seem to be in control of their mind and body and live on the streets. Well, live on the streets is not that easy if you don't have some support. And especially in Michigan, where we have the four seasons, even now, with the four seasons, although we always enjoy summer and spring, when it comes fall and winter, these poor folks who are homeless are not only do not lack food, but they lack warmth and, even more important, connection with human beings. I am so impressed and excited about having been made friends, and I regard myself as a friend, even though we don't know each other that well. In person, we've had some great phone conversations, thanks to Sheila Anderson from World Medical Relief. There are people that are born with a desire to help people. And Pastor Frederick Bowden is one of those special human beings. I've had the privilege of speaking to Pastor Bowden a few times, and there's a theory that there are certain angels on earth that we really don't recognize. And just in my conversations with Pastor Bowden, I feel he is truly an angel. And I'm going to let you hear some of the great services that he is working on and coordinating. And I really appreciate the opportunity to have you hear him directly with his great sounding voice. Hello, Pastor Frederick Bowden.
Hello, Ike. What a blessing it is to be able to hear those words that was so beautifully put. But I feel so humbled that it was directed towards me. But I thank you, and I call you my friend as well. Thank you for allowing me to speak to your dedicated, more than listeners, but those who appreciate and love you and love what you do. For it is a great blessing for all to be able to soak in, even if not for themselves, maybe for their loved ones, the information that you give time and time again. Well, I want to thank you and let you know that my name is Pastor Frederick Bowden or Bowden. Either way is correct. And I'm the president and CEO, founder of a nonprofit organization, 501c3, titled All for All Ministry. That's ALLFORALL, All for All Ministry. My mother, she is the one who gave me the title as well as the logo that we have on our business cards. And I look, and she didn't give a meaning, but she gave the name. And the name, I've looked at it in several different ways. And one way I look at it, All for All, is all the love that God gives unto us, we are to give it unto all people. No one's excluded from the love of God. And I thank God for this opportunity to be able to service those who are in need. And Ike, I want to ask you, did you want me to, continue, or?
I wanted to actually, first of all, find out, what you're doing is literally God's blessings. What background have you had? I don't expect you're describing from the day you were born, but as a young man, was there something in life that you saw that you felt that you wanted to try to make an improvement on? How did you get to where you are, so to speak? What's your background?
Yes, sir. Well, I was raised in a single parent home. My mother and my sister. We're 2 days and 2 years apart in age exactly. And I remember one day I believe I was the age of 6 years of age, and my sister was 4. And we were walking in our neighborhood at the time. We were walking to a convenience store, which may have been about 4 blocks away. And we were 1 block within the store, and my mother seen a woman, elderly woman, maybe at that time. I'm 57 years of age now, so to let you know how far back that was. But from my young eyes at that time, I would say she may have been in her late 70s or early 80s. And she obviously had tripped on the sidewalk, and she was on the ground with a bloody nose, and it was dripping down her face. My mother immediately helped the lady up. We turned around and we walked back home, and my mother retrieved some warm washcloths to wipe her up, and then we proceeded to walk her home, which she was close to home as well in our neighborhood. And that always stuck with me. So I would say from my own mother is where I was shown how to have compassion on people. And it doesn't make a difference who they are. It doesn't make a difference what they look like. It doesn't make a difference their background. If they're in need, if they need help, just like the ministry's name, All for All, show them and give them the love that we should to one another.
It was a bloody nose that made a tremendous effect from the sound of things. And, I work with our synagogue around the holiday times to deliver meals. And I'm on the men's club, and we make a concerted effort for every member of the congregation that wants to volunteer to help at the soup kitchens or deliver the meals to bring their young children with them, because there's a old adage that your children many times may not remember what you tell them, but sure as heck, they remember what you do. And seeing the eyes of these young people, I cannot tell you how moving it is that when we're delivering food to some home where obviously the house is not in the greatest shape, and the person receiving the food expresses their gratitude. And I look at these young people's faces, and you can see, wow, that really made an impact on them. And they, in turn, are motivated to do that as they grow up. Now, for your current program you described when we're off the air sounds fantastic. Tell us what is exactly that your L for All Ministries do.
Yes, thank you, Ike. What we do is we go out and we help out in the streets and help the homeless and the needy by giving them donations that we receive. We make sandwich bags or lunch bags, if you please. It would have one sandwich, a fruit cup, a granola bar, and a bottle of water. And we place one napkin and a disposable spoon, a plastic spoon inside. And believe me, the looks upon their faces as if you gave them a full course Thanksgiving dinner, because they're hungry, they're homeless. But we help the homeless and the needy, because plenty of times we see seniors out there on the street, and I would ask, do they have a place to stay? And they say yes, but they're still in need. And this is why the All for All Ministry says that we help the homeless and the needy, because everyone who's in need is not homeless, but they are in need. We service 3 counties, 5 cities: Macomb, Wayne, and Oakland counties. The 5 cities that we go through, and we find the homeless and the needy right there on the street corners, under viaducts, with signs in their hand. I'm hungry, I'm homeless, I need help. They're in the cities of Hazel Park, Madison Heights, Warren, Detroit, and Ferndale. And we meet them right where they are, out on the street corners. We have donations sometimes of socks, maybe underwear, and we distribute that as well. It's more of a, we drive by and we hand it to them. And whenever time allows, we would speak. They'll speak, of course, back in return. They always express their gratitude. And we don't look at race, nationality, religion, gender. All we look at is you're in need. And the question we ask is, how did you get here? Why are you here? Won't you do something different with your life? Oh, no. Ike, the only question we ask, are you hungry? And 99.99% of the time, and I'm not exaggerating, they say yes, and I will give them something to eat. So it's a blessing
now,
to be able
if someone
to do so.
Wants to get involved, how do they do that? How do they contact you?
Yes, we now our phone number now, we do ask to call and leave a message, because we're have been established since July of 2024. So we're not even 1 year of age yet. But we've been doing the works, for quite some time. But we have a phone number, and please leave a message if someone calls, a detailed message, and it's area code 248-678-5871.
Mm-hmm. That number is 248-678-5871. And then we have a toll-free number that I always like to give out because I give it out so frequently for the listeners. Our toll-free number is 888-489-8980. Again, 888-489-8980. And I could forward the information to you, Pastor Bowden. And the service that I have, and I went out of my way to shop around for a toll-free number, that rather than people who do not want to leave a message and want to speak to me directly, all they have to do is when they call is press number 1. And if I'm not on the phone already, they can speak to me directly anytime. I prefer they don't call at 3 in the morning.
It's understandable.
But the nice thing about it is that we can coordinate our way to reach out. And you highlighted cities that really have got, unfortunately, so many homeless people. And in our conversation, you said that you might be expanding as well, depending on how many donations you get. And with the phone numbers that we gave out, donations are more than welcome. And we're actually trying to coordinate with World Medical Relief, who has a monthly health fair, which is right near 8 Mile in Southfield, so we can speak to you directly, and perhaps some of the churches that you are involved with might want to have special days of the month or months where you can meet with these people that want to speak to a human being rather than, just being given a bag of food. So if someone wants to donate food as well, they should call you, I would assume, Pastor Bowden. Is that correct?
Yes, that would be fine. But I also want to state that at this moment, we're in search of some donated space where we can house some of the donations that comes in, particularly non-perishable items. As far as what we make these sandwiches with, is peanut butter and jelly seems to be a favorite, and I'm sure that goes across the board to anyone. Peanut butter and jelly is a favorite, but then to house maybe toiletries such as socks and underwear. And it would not be collecting dust, because it would be something that would be constantly rotated, because we service all of the people who are in need 7 days a week, and this would not be for the public. But the donated space would just be for myself and the board members that we have, 2 board members that we have, plus one. One of them has a wonderful, beautiful wife, that is a part of it as well. So, so the donated space would not be for the public. It would just be for us, and it would be a blessing. So,
yes. Is there any particular? You mentioned 5 cities. Is there any particular city that you think might be the most convenient way to expedite, or doesn't matter as far as the vacancy of space that people may want to offer? Is there any particular city?
No. No, no offer is refused. Either one of those cities would be fine. If someone has a venue in 2 out of the 5 cities and they would like to offer them, I would say yes. Maybe we can, put the socks and underwear in one and the non-perishable items in the other.
Right.
It would be very much appreciated. And once again, by us being 501c3 registered with the state of Michigan, we are a nonprofit. I would, put a letter together stating that you are donating the space, and it's up to you to talk it over with your tax preparer and see how can it be a possible write-off. You estimate, how much the space may be worth per month, and you tally it up on your own. I'll just put down there that you have donated the space and give the dimensions, and you can go from there. But no, all offers will be looked at and very, very much appreciated, along with your prayers. And Ike, I do have a mailing address. If you want me to share that with you later, or and you can put it on.
Okay. Well, if I would think if we have the phone number that you gave out at 248-678-5871, or they can call 888-489-8980, and we could give them all that information. So, unfortunately, I'd like to continue our conversation, but we're run out of time for this segment. And like we've talked off the air, this is not a one-night stand. I want to work with you and also give out the message that if you can help another human being breathe a little bit easier, you have given the greatest gift that God would want you to do. And unfortunately, I've run out of time, and I never like to leave this segment without my favorite parting thought, which is, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. And that's why we call it the present. Please enjoy your present by looking and living life with a bright side of aging.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Network radio show. Our mission is to interview successful entrepreneurs who are willing to share with us their ideas and experiences, both the successes and the failures. Because as it has been jokingly said, you should learn from the mistakes of others because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. My name is Ike Engelbaum, and I'm the founder of the Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan, which is a group of motivated people that are all interested in helping each other in achieving our personal and professional goals. Please check out our website, EntrepreneursNetworkofMichigan.com, for meeting schedule as well as self-improvement material. Our philosophy is that if it's to be, it's up to me. When it's time to move, don't trust all your memories and most prized possessions to just some guys with a truck. Get personalized first-class treatment from bonded and experienced moving professionals. If you're confused about all the details involved in moving from one household to another, call 1-888-489-8980. Is always the concern of who should I call about the utilities? How shall I handle my household appliances? What should I do about my pets? What do I need to handle in advance of the move? For a free brochure titled Practical Hints to Make Moving Day Easier, call Aberdeen Van Lines at 1-888-489-8980. We can even help you in selling your home or any furniture that you may no longer wish for your next move. Let Aberdeen help make your move a dream. So call 1-888-489-8980 now. If you are 50 and above, one of the biggest decisions aside from your financial situation is where and how you should live. Our professional staff at HOW, stands for House Calls on Wheels, is ready to help you if you call 888-489-8980 for a free consultation as to whether you should stay in your current home or renovate it with a customized healthcare suite in your attached garage. Yes, you can have living quarters healthcare suite in your attached garage, or we can attach it to your home. We can install ramps, walkways, and bathtubs, stair glides, and bring in insurance-covered medical professional medical staff that is covered by your insurance, or affordable non-medical help, or move into a senior apartment, independent, assisted living center. We can do it all. Just give us a free call. It has been wisely said that in life you feel in one of two ways. You do without thinking, or you think without doing. Please let us help you do what's best for you to do at no charge. Just call 888-489-8980 and let us know what time we can call you or visit with you at no charge. Remember, asking for help is not a weakness, but it's a strength. Please call us at 888-489-8980 and let us help you stay strong and age in dignity.
I'm hoping your day is off to a great start and getting even better by the minute. But if not, then deal with it in the most positive way possible. Our Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan is devoted to not only help you in getting started in your business and professional career, but we've been around now for half a century. Yep. Time really flies when you're having fun. And there's an anecdote about two frogs sitting each on the lily pad, and one says to the other, "Boy, time sure is fun when you're having flies." That's supposed to be a joke. Anyway, we have a light-hearted way of helping one another. And we meet in person, and of course, I'm available any day of the week through our toll-free number, 888-489-8980. And I welcome you to call if you can't make the meeting. We're trying to coordinate, as we say, a hybrid meeting. Our next one is going to be the fourth Tuesday of May, which is the 27th. We meet out in Wall Lake, Michigan, right in the headquarter office of the Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce. If you are anywhere in the Oakland County, I cannot stress how wonderful an organization the Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce is. I belong to a lot of organizations, and I don't mind saying it, although each one is good in their own way. The Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce, because it has about 5 different communities they reach out to in Oakland County. So it's not like just one city, which makes a big difference, obviously, because you reach that many more people. Our Entrepreneurs Network of Michigan is unique in that we are not bashful. What we are is a group of motivated people who indeed want to help each other, and we encourage giving each other a referral fee So we become each other's salesperson. Most of these organizations, when you start talking referrals, look upon it in a negative way as it's like a kickback or what have you. It's not a kickback. If you tell me who you want to reach, and I reach that person, I leave it up to you as to what value there is in there. You know, one of the biggest frustrations I have is that almost every business person I've talked to, not all of them, some of them have got their financial house in order. Most people do not know how much a new client is worth. Now, granted, some clients offer a better profit than others, but they offer some sort of a profit. Otherwise, they ain't a client, right? So if you have in your mind how much a client is worth, then you can negotiate with the other people in the group and share with them as to what you do and what you do that's different. So many of these people that come to network meetings feel inside that all I have to do is give out my name and the company name and just say something about what I do and that's it. No, you're wasting your time. If you join any sort of a business organization that is promoting networking and helping each other in their respective field, then by all means, you should have your 60-second elevator pitch all set up in a way for the appropriate audience. So, and it's very, very important that you know your audience. You only have 60 seconds. So what do you want to do besides give your name and your company name is what is your unique selling proposition? What do you do that your competition does not? Number two is also, are you offering any incentive, or we call it call to action, CTA? Are you offering something special, maybe 4 hours of your services, no charge for consultation, or do you offer a way that it makes it easier for whoever is in that networking group to get the person that they want? And by the way, that is vital. Next to knowing how much a client is worth to you is knowing who you want to reach. I've had people come to our meetings and we ask them, who's a good contact for you? Anybody that's breathing. That sounds cute, but it's not practical because animals breathe as well, but that's beside the point. The point is that you want to make it as clear and concise, and ideally even the company that you'd like to reach. And so many entrepreneurs really say, well, I'm in the auto industry, and really leave it so open-ended that someone that indeed might have a relative or a friend in the auto industry they don't know if that would be a good match. You know, in a way, we're like matchmakers. In fact, it's not in a way. That is what we do. But each meeting, we have a terrific speaker as well as some nice refreshments. And our current policy for the foreseeable future is that we have a free lunch for you at the Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce headquarter office in Wall Lake, 305 North Pontiac Trail. 305 North Pontiac Trail, the fourth Tuesday on the 27th of May, from 11:30 to 1. We'll have light refreshments, and we meet in a conference room that purposely only holds 15 people. I've come to the conclusion, after all these years, we have had meetings in various settings, and my goal was to get as many people in that room as is possible. We've had as many as 200 people in that room for 11:30 to 1. And guess what? It was great to see all these people come, but they really couldn't connect with one another for any meaningful conversation because there's too many of them. How in the world, if you have lunch and you have a speaker and you've got about 20 minutes or so for networking, how are you going to talk to 200 people? And then there's the other group, the other entrepreneurs that make the fatal mistake. All they do is pass out their business card and say, give me a call. What kind of a call is that? That's not a call. That's a nuisance for people receiving a card. And it's also an issue that when you have someone that you really don't know put a card on you, it's offensive. You're imposing on that particular person's time. So if you're interested in joining us May 27th from 11:30 to 1 at the Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce, then by all means, let me know by calling our toll-free number 888-489-8980. And in fact, feel free to call 888-489-8980 if you have any sort of a business challenge. Right now, I'd like to take a brief break, and we'll be back, hopefully, with our guest, Minesh Baxi, once we get back from our break. We'll take a break right now. Please do not go away.
For over 30 years, Cruz Hearing and Service has helped thousands of people improve their hearing and enjoy the sounds of their life again. If you don't hear as well as you like, Cruz Hearing can help you. They have actually hearing aids that the batteries do not need to be recharged. And they also have a caption phone that you can view for free. And also the phone, if you are over 65, is available to you free. So any phone calls you get, you can see captioned if you don't hear that well. Hey, they've got other stuff. If you'd like a free cookbook, call 1-888-489-8980. That's available. You can call Cruz Hearing Direct at 877-456-2789. The number direct is 877-456-2789.
And I am really excited about having an opportunity to have you listen to what I'd like to call an entrepreneurs. Key in life as an entrepreneur is not to keep selling the same stuff over and over again. There's a philosophy, I call them anarchism. There are three groups of people on earth. There's one group that makes things happen. There's a second group that watch things happen. And then, unfortunately, there's a third group that stand around and say, well, what happened? My mission is to make sure you don't get in that third group. And I'm so excited about having Minesh Baxi, who is one of these guys that makes things happen. And when he watches something happen, he takes advantage of it and makes it even greater than the original concept. Hello, Minesh Baxi. Are you there,
Good
sir?
Morning, Ike.
You on a cell phone? Because you're sort of breaking up, so hopefully people can hear you okay. You got a regular phone going? Hello?
Well, the only phone I use is cell phone today. There is no
okay.
home phone. There is no other phone line available today.
And for those people that don't know about you, Mr. Minesh Baxi, tell us your 60-second elevator pitch. Go for it.
First of all, thanks for the opportunity. I really appreciate you tremendously. In the simplest way, I want to help speakers get on bigger stages so they can make a much bigger impact and make more money.
Now, there are a lot of people who are sort of confused. They want to be a speaker. Do you screen them at all, or is it someone who's already got pretty well prepared presentation they want to make, and you give them the opportunity to be in front of an audience? How does your system work?
Very good point. So they are vetted. So there is an application process, because what I'm building is a group of speakers to promote each other, learn from each other, create a community who is moving in the right direction. Okay? And the way it works is very simple. In fact, I have a 2-day event coming up in Orlando, and that's on November 14th and 15th. And my goal is to help create a process for people so they can see how they can actually combine knowledge, information, and help each other getting on big stages.
Mm-hmm. Now, the event is in Florida, is it?
Yes, the event is in Florida, but the training is also by Zoom.
So you can attend it by Zoom. So they would want more information. How do they contact you?
Well, the best thing is to contact me by my cell phone, which is 248-866-0063. And I'll have 2 people per niche, whatever you want to call that. So that way it makes sure that we have what I would call is that we don't have too many people of the same type. We don't have 50 people all, from the same profession and the niche.
Mm-hmm. So are you looking for speakers yet, or have you got the itinerary all set up for your event?
Well, I'm still looking for more speakers to join. I'm looking for professionals. So what I would call is I'm looking more for professionals who are experts in their field. And now they feel that if they have more speaking opportunities, they can influence and impact more people. But through that process, because they're seen by so many people, they're seen as a credible expert, they can actually also create more income by getting more clients.
Mm-hmm. Now, I am addicted to listening to TED Talk, and I understand that you were fortunate to have worked out an affiliation with TEDx, I believe it is. What is TEDx?
Yeah. Good point. So TEDx is an independent affiliated organization of TED, TED. So if you have seen TED Talks, TEDx is affiliated with it. And if you go to YouTube, you can find TEDx YouTube channel, which has 43 million subscribers. And we are going to be hosting TEDx in Lake Mary, which is in the Orlando area, on November 16th.
Now, the event in November, can you give us the date and time, and what if people want to mingle as person to person, what do they do? What's the contact info, and what's the date?
Good point. So for TEDx Lake Mary, it is TEDxLakeMary.com. So if they go to TEDxLakeMary.com, they can find out more about it. We are still looking for speakers for that event, and that event is on November 16th. And the main thing is May 31st is the deadline for applying. So we are looking for people to apply to that event to be a speaker, and then they can get in the list. We are finally going to be having 12 speakers. So we'll have 12 speakers on the stage on November 16th, selected from a list of people. A lot more than 12, as you can imagine, around the country applied to be on the stage.
Now, what's the time frame? They arrive November 16th. Is it a one-day deal or a couple of days? Or how does it work?
Yeah, we recommend they come there on November 15th. Okay? And
yes,
so that they can be there one day earlier. So that way they at least can be relaxed. We'll have rehearsal on the morning on November 16th and the actual event on the afternoon on November 16th.
Mm-hmm. So then, is there any particular topic that you're looking for speakers, or is it pretty open as far as business-related topics?
Actually, it is called What If. We are not just looking for business people. We're looking for people who have varied background, people who have something of value to share, an inspiring idea, practical idea that people can use and enjoy the information and apply it to their lives. So we're looking for simple steps. Now, most people want to apply on TEDx for a reason, is they will get a lot more credibility and be able to take their message to a lot of people. How does that happen? Very simple. People who have their talk featured on the YouTube channel of TEDx, which has 43 million subscribers, you could end up getting from a few thousand to few million in views, which can be extremely helpful in gaining credibility for your business, for your cause, whatever you believe in.
Now, if I'm a speaker and I want to be on stage, how long is the speech? What's the time frame? Is it an hour or 2 hours or 20 minutes? What's the time frame?
6 to 8 minutes.
What's that?
6 to 8 minutes. Each speaker is given 6 to 8 minutes to speak.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a long talk. And my daughter spoke on TEDx stage in Denver last year. I will be speaking on another stage along with my son as well later on this year in summer. And we are given 6 to 8 minutes to speak on a topic that connects with the audience. They find it of value, which they can actually take some action steps.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but let's say there's a speaker out there and not only wants the opportunity to be heard, but afterward, do you help them in promoting the talk that they gave, or how does that? They're on their own after that?
Well, good question. So typically the talk is owned by TEDx, and TEDx decides to put it on the YouTube channel. So really, the channel, because there are so many subscribers around the world, your talk could go viral on your own.
So in other words, you I visualize it like getting on a train, and if you know your destination, I take a train every once in a while to see my sister in Toronto, and I love trains because you can read and walk around, but they have stops. So the TEDx does it not on the train, but it does it in our modern way of technology. They stop all over the place on your behalf. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Am I making it oversimplified?
Yes. Exactly.
Well, you know, TED Talk is on the public broadcasting station here in Michigan over the weekend about 2 to 3 times. So the exposure is fantastic. And please repeat, how does someone apply to TEDx Talks?
Yeah, so they can go to TEDxLakeMary.com, TEDxLakeMary.com.
I'm fascinated, and I hate to put you on the spot, but I've always heard of the expression when things get tough, you do a Hail Mary. Is there any reason that the site is TEDx Lake Mary, or is that family desire they wanted to identify one of the members? Do you know? If not, that's okay.
I don't think I understood. So my wife is the official licensee or organizer for the event, which is Kim, and my daughter is helping us make sure that we do everything required because she's pretty excited about it. She's doing a great job. She made the website. She's helping us, get sponsors. She's doing an unbelievable job. She'll be doing a free webinar to teach people what to look for when applying for TEDx in our Lake Mary coming up on Wednesday.
Well, that's great. So is there, are you offering anyone that wants to exhibit or be a sponsor as part of the event, or is that pretty well taken care of already?
Yeah, I'm still looking for sponsors who want to identify with the TEDx Lake Mary brand and want to promote their business. Definitely. Absolutely. We're still looking for those. Because it's still in November, so we haven't exhausted the list of sponsors yet.
Well, that's interesting, and I'm so impressed with, like I was joking about at the start, that you watch things happen and you do something about it. And I know you've been successful in so many of your other ventures, and I've had the privilege of joining you in a few of those. And you certainly are doing what entrepreneurs are supposed to be doing all the time, and that is be creative and keep up with what's going on. So if anyone is interested for more information, by all means, you can call 248-866-0063 or our magic toll-free number, 888-489-8980. Mr. Minesh Baxi, keep on keeping on. God bless you, sir. Have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Right now, I want to wrap it up with my favorite parting thought, which is, if you really want to get anything done in life, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And there is no excuse for not achieving your dreams and goals in America, because it is the greatest country in the whole world. Remember, a goal is just a dream with a deadline.